I want to get a Merry Christmas out there to everybody in Brandon Nation and the San Antonio Gunslingers. Love watching your guys' show. Looking forward to your Christmas special this week. It's going to be an unbelievable 2025 season. So please tune in. San Antonio Gunslingers, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Greetings, Gunslinger Posse, and welcome to Branded for December 18th, 2024. He's the general manager and head coach of the San Antonio Gunslingers, Tom Menas. I'm Ralph Judkins, your host of a show all about the San Antonio Gunslingers of the Indoor Football League. We ask you to like and subscribe on all platforms that you see us. Go ahead and hit us up with a comment or a question for Coach Tom Menas. Coach, anything you want to say before we get started here tonight?
No, just very excited. Got a great show planned for you. First off, I want to thank the commissioner. Mr. Tran didn't have to do that, and really grateful to him giving his greetings to all of us.
And the cool part about that wasn't some generic for everybody in the IFL. All that was the background, and it was the commissioner. He was talking to you, Gunslinger Nation. He was talking to us.
He watches this show, yeah. So gotta be careful what I say. Yeah,
right, exactly. And he'll call you if he has any complaints.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, we ready to break away and get started, because the green room is piling up real fast with a whole bunch of fresh faces ready to talk to us, Coach.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go.
All right, we'll be right back with more of Branded, brought to you by South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital, a tradition of excellence and a legacy of caring.
Hey, this is your buddy Santa here. Now, actually, I'm Coach Tom Menas, head coach and general manager of the San Antonio Gunslingers. And come Christmas time, it sure does get tough figuring out what everybody wants. But I'll tell you one thing. Ladies, husband doesn't want another tie this year. What he wants is this. And guys, I'll tell you something else. Going shopping on the 24th at the local drugstore to get that perfect gift isn't exactly the right thing. How about giving her some of this? And hey, let's not forget the kids and the grandkids. How about we give them 8 memories with you and your entire family? That's right, 8 home games. All you gotta do is call the number below, and we'll make sure we give you a great deal on some season tickets, and if not, one of our other packages. We wanna see you this year. God bless everybody, and Merry Christmas.
All right, team, huddle up. Just like in surgery, we need precision and teamwork. Trust me, just like on the field, if we stick to the playbook, we'll achieve excellence.
Coach, are you sure about this?
We've trained for this. We're experts. The San Antonio Gunslingers and South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital and Outpatient Center, where precision meets performance.
Don Rackler here with John Wayne Service Company. We need your help to select a John Wayne Player of the Year. And now you can nominate any player of the game and player of the week winner. Just go to johnwayne.com and fill out the nomination form today. And from those nominations, one player will become the John Wayne Player of the Year and will win this amazing Player of the Year helmet. Plus, with every nomination, you're automatically entered to win the John Wayne Fan of the Year home makeover. Don't wait, the play clock is running. Head over to johnwayne.com right now and nominate your Player of the Year. Dependability. It's expected by our customers, and it's demanded by me. I personally guarantee the certified techs we send to your home and the equipment we install are dependable. John Wayne's American Pride comfort systems are designed specifically for San Antonio's extreme heat and humidity and come with a lifetime warranty. For comfort you can depend on, call John Wayne today.
John Wayne Service Company is a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Gunslingers.
Season's greetings. As the holiday season approaches, South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital want to extend our heartfelt thanks for having naming rights to the practice facility and the continued support and partnership of the San Antonio Gunslingers Nation. May your Christmas be filled with joy, laughter, and cherished moments with loved ones. As proud sponsors of Branded, we look forward to another year of success and collaboration. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
And welcome back to Branded and our first quarter. Love those greetings from Angie Kaufman, of course, our title sponsor here at Branded. As we start our first quarter, Coach, any
No,
comment
I just again, Angie's fantastic. Not only does she sponsor Branded, but also, South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital are now the new naming rights for the Gunslinger Nation. So they're the lead on that end too. So can't thank her enough. Angie and I talk, I guess, quite a bit. And one of the things that we talk about is that our styles are very similar. And I think that's what attracted, us to them and them to us, and that kind of thing, is because our philosophies are pretty close, parallel. So
Yep, you're both servant leaders. Got a bunch of people checking in, and as we check in to the show, Coach, it's been a busy week. Every time I think we're done with announcements on signings, we get more, and bombshells at that. First one right out of the gate is the return of LaColby Tucker to the offensive line. A young guy learning his trade and getting better and better, and everyone notices him for his size. But I'm glad to have him back because we're going to get to see him grow even more as he excels under the mentorship of his coaching and his peers, because he's not stepping in alone, being able to carry the load. He's the baby in the line, actually.
Well, he's first of all, we're glad he's coming back. I had a conversation with him and his agent. And to be honest with you, it was like, either I'm going to keep him on the roster or we're going to go ahead and let him go to wherever he was planning on going. But the right deal hasn't transpired yet for LaColby. And so I said, well, come home. We love you, and perfect your craft. You're only going to get better the more you play. So that was a huge part of it. And just glad he's coming home.
And additional signings, we brought on two-time first team all IFL, all eyes on Jordan Jones. I think that was a bit of a surprise. And I would say a measure of the level of commitment this year, Coach, that you have made to the defense.
Yeah, one, it's going to be a great camp. But two is he brings that nasty that we were missing last year. We have a lot of cerebral guys. And I'm not saying he's not cerebral, but we have a lot of guys that sometimes last year would overthink things, especially on defense, because it's a reactive position. It's not necessarily a proactive position. And when you overthink in football, you're going to get your ass beat. And the thing I love about him is he's instinctive and he has a nose for the football. And then when he gets there, he really makes you pay for it. And he gave us fits. And, someone made a comment in one of the chats that you're signing guys that gave us trouble last year. And my reply was, yeah, wouldn't you? I mean, that makes sense to me. But also, I did my homework on everybody, and I, want to make sure that they'll fit in with the other guys too. But as of right now, our offensive playbook's done. Working on completing the special teams playbook. That'll be done by, I would say, the first or second week in January. And the defensive playbook that I've constructed this year is probably about halfway done, because I keep adding it based on the recruiting we're doing too, and what I think we can do with the people we have. So I think we're going to be a force on defense this year to go with our force on offense.
And another name that was just added today, Kai Bynum, last played in Green Bay, was injured for most of last year, a pickup today.
Yeah, and I had talked to Kai probably a good 2 weeks before pulling the trigger, and a clear understanding Kai is coming in to be a one-position player, and that's our Jack linebacker. We're going to look at him hard at Jack. I told him today the things he needs to work on and be ready for. We know we're going to be very strong at Mac. We know we have arguably, I think, the best DBs in the country. Now, defensive line is good now. In about a week to 10 days, it's going to be scary. But yeah,
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, so we have some things that we're working on. I'm working on, and offensively, we're pretty much done on offense. So I'm really pleased with the way the roster's gone this offseason.
Well, I guess it's time for us to perhaps meet. Oh, just before we do, got to do a plug for season tickets on sale. The new flex packages have come out. You can buy 4, 5, 6, or 7 season tickets as opposed to committing to the whole 8. And
why wouldn't you? But why wouldn't you commit to the whole 8?
Yeah, you commit to the whole 8. We're going to give you 2 flex tickets
for
every season tickets you buy.
Here's a couple factors when you're picking out your season ticket package. Okay. One is we're going to be a special football team next year. That you have my promise that that's going to happen. 2 is it's great family entertainment, and you're not going to find that kind of affordable entertainment anywhere. And 3 is Trump won. Everybody relax. It's going to be all good in 2025.
And with that said, ready to bring to the stage our first of new faces to San Antonio. Welcome to the show, Shaq Anderson. Of course, we're going to need you to frame up a little bit. You didn't know how it was situated.
He took the whole frame. See that? Shaq just got in there and the whole frame went away.
Eddie's got some people in the background. Who's there with you?
All right, so this is my niece, Nala. This is my sister-in-law, Kiara. This is my brother, Eddie, my nephew, Kobe, and my beautiful mother, Mama Anderson.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry. And
well, that's awesome.
I'm impressed, Shaq. You must do a lot of these interviews because you were really good at pointing them out with your finger. I'm terrible at that. That takes some skill.
I practiced before.
There you go.
Well, Shaq, the whole point of this show is talking about Christmas, talking about what it means to your family, what it means to you. If you guys have any special Christmas traditions, any special Christmas meals, anything that people can get to know maybe a little bit better about you and your family.
We just recently started a tradition, our Secret Santa tradition. You pull a name out the bucket or something, and
it's funny how that works. The bigger the family gets, let's do Secret Santa.
The more we spend, I don't want to participate because it's a lot more money, But right now, I like that. It's spontaneous, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. That's fun. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
As far as meals, I'm from Louisiana, so anything soul food.
Ooh, yeah.
Can you cook
A little bit. I
a
can do
little
a little
bit? Well, is the family planning on coming to a game this year in San Antonio?
That's the whole goal. They come to several games this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. Your mom can use my kitchen anytime she wants.
I'm pretty sure she would love it.
I would love it. Yeah. No, that sounds good. No, that sounds great. And then, so where are you at in Louisiana?
I'm
Are
from
you in
Baton
Louisiana?
Rouge, but I'm living in Houston right now.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
different-
you're
a
only
different
2 hours
bayou.
away, right?
A different bayou. Yeah.
Yeah, right down the street.
Right down the street. Yeah. Well, it's funny in Texas, we were going somewhere and I asked somebody how far it was, and they said, "Oh, it's like driving to your cousin's." Well, in Texas, driving to your cousin's is 2-3 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you getting used to it though?
Not really. Not. I'm still using my GPS to navigate around.
Wait till you get to San Antonio. 410 loop to east this and west that, and I just thank God for
Oh,
GPS.
Coach,
'Cause-
yeah, Coach. Houston is worse. Houston has got to be worse.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. So I know we talked a little bit about Christmas. We talked about family. Let's talk a little bit about football real quick, okay? Because I don't want to keep you all too long. What do you see? You signed with us. Glad to have you. We talked. We wanted to do this. What made you want to come to San Antonio?
I watched you guys last year. Honestly, I watched you guys last year when I was in Omaha, and when I came home, I'm a big family man. I wanted my family to come to my games. I've been doing arena for 2 years, and I've been far. I've been far away, and I was like, I want to be somewhere where I'd be more comfortable and where my family can just navigate and come to the game. So I
Right.
called my agent and I told him, like, whatever you have to do, get me to San Antonio. And he made it happen for me. And it's just because these
Well,
guys,
we wanted you anyway, so that worked out perfect.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, you're right. One of the things you're going to hear me say the first week in camp is that, we're going to be away from our families, the sacrifices our families make, the sacrifices we make being away from our families, and all those things. And when you can have them, when you can look up in the stands and see them, or go to a game, or go to a meal after the game, or the night before with them, it makes a difference. It really does.
it does, because been playing for 2 years, they only came to like one game, and that's based off of me being 13, 14 hours away from home. So
Wow.
now
Omaha's
that
a
I'm
drive.
closer, I expect them to be at majority of all home games and some away
There you
games.
go. For sure. That sounds great. So Christmas is coming, everything. We're not going to have a show on New Year's. So do you have any New Year's resolutions you want to share with anybody or everybody?
Just to be a better man, just to be a better person than I was this past year.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Yes, sir.
I think if we all said that, we'd all be fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Well, hey, listen, I want to wish you, your family, and especially your mother, who's going to cook for me, a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
That's the plan, to get out there to cook.
Fantastic. That is Shaq Anderson, and more importantly, his mom and the cooking experience from Louisiana. Oh yeah, we definitely want to have Shaq's mom out here. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, looking forward to that. What was the question that Mark said, or the comment?
Mark's comment was, "May I be so humble to say, sometimes the greatest gift anyone can give is to simply thank them for being a part of your life. Thank you so much to the San Antonio Gunslinger Nation for being such a positive part of our lives. And thank you, Mark, for being a part of ours, certainly. And that captures the tone of this show perfectly."
Well, I'll tell you, to me, it's I go by that philosophy. It's not what's under the tree, it's who's around the tree. Right. And that's a big thing for us. And yeah, Mark, you hit the nail on the head, buddy. For sure. Okay.
All right. Well, next up is Dana Shoulders, and he also has a family with him. Dana Shoulders, welcome to Branded. Who's with you tonight? Oops.
Audio.
We have. Yep. Let me. Yeah, you're muted on your end.
Sorry, fellas.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
It's okay.
Yes.
So I got my sister right here.
Hi.
I got my dad. There's my mom, and then I got my girl right there, and my nephews right over there.
Oh, nice. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you.
So, Dana, we were talking. We just were talking the Shack. I'm sure you were listening, and we were talking about traditions and things that, you know, maybe your family does that a lot of people love to hear about. What do you got going on this holiday?
We don't really do too much crazy. We do kind of a non-traditional dinner, so where some people might have turkey or, you know, stuffing or something like that. Sometimes we'll do steaks. You know, we just kind of like to switch it up. Sometimes we'll do fried fish. Just a little bit of everything, whatever we're feeling that season.
Nice. I like that. No, that I know. You know, I know why you only have turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm done after Thanksgiving. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so are there any other things that you guys do around the holidays?
Oh, we do a little cup game. My dad, he'll get a bunch of like Christmas themed cups, and he'll take a bunch of some of his money or, you know, gift cards, stuff like that, and we'll kind of all gather around the table and we'll pick random cups, and, you know, hopefully you end up with the one that takes all his money.
I can just see Pop over there going, no. Yeah. Yeah, I got a family Christmas party Saturday, and they're talking about the cup games, and I've never played them, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it sounds fun. Sounds like fun stuff. Where are you at right now?
We are in Mansfield, Ohio. It's a small little town in between
Been to Mansfield, many times. Yep. Yeah, how's the weather there?
It's, you know, it's getting better. We were down in the negatives for a few days, but we're actually up into like the high 30s, so it's not too bad here.
Still dry?
Not so much anymore.
Okay.
A bunch of snow just melted.
Well, you're gonna have that same thing that I had coming from Michigan when you get to San Antonio. It's gonna take you a minute.
Getting adjusted to the heat.
Yeah, when, you know, you get to practice and by 10 o'clock it's 100, you know.
I'll take that over snow and negative degrees any day.
You'll see. Yeah, everybody says that. And then when I got home in late November, made a commitment to my family this year that I was going to be home December and January. And I got home and it was like 20 degrees. And I said, oh, thank you. It felt so good. Yeah, after all that heat. But no, you get to love it for sure. We got some great weather. Are the folks in the family planning to come to some games this year?
That's the goal. We're hoping to try to get them down to San Antonio for some games. And if we got a lot of family, though, so I don't know if they'll all be able to make it, but definitely try to get my intermediate family here.
No, yeah, I'll tell you what, you're going to love the atmosphere. You're going to love, your folks are going to love the city. It's a fantastic city for not just the football, everything that it's got going on, from the Alamo to the Riverwalk. And I got to tell you, if you like tacos and you like Tex-Mex, this is the place. Yeah.
Mexican food is right up my alley.
Oh, you're going to love it then. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I don't want to keep you long. New Year's coming up. Any New Year's resolutions?
Just leave this year with no regrets and go into the new year with nothing but positivity and just very goal oriented and making sure I get to where I need to be.
Oh, good. I hope I can help you do that. I do.
I no doubt you will, Coach.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, everybody there, Merry Christmas. God bless everybody. Have a safe holiday. And we'll see you in San Antonio.
Yes, sir. See you, Coach.
All right. That was Dana Shoulders and his mom, Kay, dad, Dana Sr., his sister, China, girlfriend, and brother, Ed. Anything else before we end up this very lively and family-oriented? Man, I got a good warm feeling about this one already. Anything more before we close out the first quarter, Coach?
No, it's just great seeing these kids and you know, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but boy, I'll tell you what, we
You did it again, Coach.
I mean, just from a character standpoint and the quality of the men that are coming here, we'll figure the football thing out. Don't you worry about it. It's, you know, we're building the house on rock for sure with these young men. So very proud of them.
All right, we'll be back with more of Branded in just a moment, brought to you by South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital.
Reputation. It defines us. How we treat the customer contributes to our reputation. It's doing the right thing every time and never cutting corners. John Wayne's customers have rewarded us with over 15,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating with the BBB. And for that, we thank you. John Wayne Service Company, our reputation is in every truck.
John Wayne Service Company is a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Gunslingers.
For generations, the family recipes at Carrabba's Italian Grill have been bringing people together. From the sweet smell of our scratch-made sauce to our rich layers of lasagna, we believe food made with love leads to tables filled with laughter. Dine with us or order out at Carrabba's.com.
Hey dancers, become a San Antonio six-shooter. Tryouts are coming up and now is your chance to be part of something uniquely special. The Six Shooters are the dance team for the San Antonio Gunslingers, San Antonio's indoor football team. From game day to community experiences, being on the Six Shooters is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Build relationships that will last a lifetime and are life-changing. Go to SanAntonioGunslingers.com today for tryout information and to learn more about the San Antonio Six Shooters.
Hey Gunslinger Posse, James and Stephanie Stubing here.
We just wanted to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're just praying for blessings over all of you, our fans and our players and our shooters and all the people that are involved with the Gunslingers. We appreciate you and we just hope you have a blessed and wonderful time with your family this season.
And we're looking forward to seeing you guys at the first game in March 22nd against the Tulsa Oilers. We're doing a lot of great work getting ready for the season, and it's going to be the best one yet. So from our house to your house, Merry Christmas.
And welcome back to Branded. That is our club president and his wife, the Stubings, as we get set to bring you the second quarter. Any comments before we bring to the stage our next guest?
No, just thanks to James and Miss Stephanie for putting it together. They're pretty passionate about everything that we've got going on and excited. And I know James is doing all he can to fill that arena with the fans that we know are out there. And he's put together some great packages to make it affordable for everybody. So hopefully we'll see everybody this, especially for the opener. Let's pack that joint on March 22nd.
All right, let's bring to the stage Ellison Jordan, a defensive lineman, along with his mom and dad. Can't see because they're on both sides, but he has them framed up wonderfully in the preview. Welcome, Ellison.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing? What's up, Coach Bonaz? Ralph.
How you doing, Ellison? Good seeing you, buddy.
You too.
He's another one. I love it when they fill the whole frame like that, right?
Yes. Oh, if we were to turn the camera sideways, he's flanked by his mom and dad's got the tree in the background, as you can see.
I can't see his mom and dad.
Yeah,
Where's
show us mom
there
and
they
dad.
are. Hi. they look really, really tiny next to him.
Yes,
right?
over his shoulder.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Christmas.
So you're watching from the green room, so you kind of know what I'm going to ask, right? We always talk about Christmas traditions and what you guys do over the holidays. Let's talk about that for a second. What do y'all got planned?
So for Christmas, for our tradition, we usually go down to Virginia to see my grandparents. Well, my grandma actually passed away, unfortunately, but I still have my grandpa with me.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, but for this Christmas, we're going out to see my grandpa, my cousins, and usually for the past, not past, but all my life, we've always go down to Virginia to see family and congregate, and it's a special time to, be around family and people you love. So, it's always good seeing my family down in Virginia. So much love to them. So that's mainly the tradition,
Well, you can tell I'm hungry, so I'm going to ask, what do y'all eat?
Anything I can find.
Yeah, you got to be careful around that guy.
Yeah.
What's a typical Christmas meal for you guys?
I mean,
it would vary.
It all varies. I mean, mac and cheese, ham, turkey, chicken wings. I mean, really.
Sometimes seafood.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have. Sometimes we prefer seafood at different times. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. So, are there any aside from going down there? Do you guys do anything special besides seeing Grandpa?
We used. I mean, for special occasions, like when I was younger, we would have like a birthday cake for Jesus' birthday. I mean, that's the thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
But mainly not just seeing family and then, finding places to do, go see movies, just congregate with family. I think for me, it's just always been about spending time with family is my main thing. So,
yeah. Okay, good. So our mom and dad, I know you can hear me. Are you guys planning on coming to a game in San Antonio this year?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Get in there, Dad. We still can't see you. Come this way.
Yeah.
You want to stand behind?
So you guys are going to come down for a couple games?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have family down in San Antonio and Houston and Dallas.
Oh, that's perfect.
So
that's perfect. I love your mom's popping up there like an elf. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're a God family football team in that order. And I love it when the families come in town and come out, while you're in town, come out to a practice, go to the game, obviously, get to be around us, and we get to be around you. And that's what we love. We love that. So looking forward to that opportunity. So I got to ask you, New Year's resolutions, any?
Coming to the new year alive and blessed and just
in the camp in shape and
yes,
ready to go.
And do the best.
I'm counting on you on that one. He's got to be in shape, right?
Yeah, he said be in shape. Yeah, and I'm working on that. I'm definitely doing that. I'm in the 340s now, so I'm working on doing that. And I'm, hopefully I can make the team, and then hopefully do the best I can to be a part of this organization.
There you go. Well, it's the world is your oyster, my friend. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Right.
I'll give you the stage. You just do the act. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So that's up to you, and I hope it works out for all of us. I really do.
Yes,
I mean that. Well, listen, guys, we won't keep you, but I wanted to say God bless you and Merry Christmas. I look forward to seeing you in San Antonio.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, and have a great, safe holiday.
You too, guys. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye now.
Ellison Jordan and Mom and Dad. And as Jen said, he's going to have to prepare the lunch sponsors for Ellison. I think Ellison's going to be prepared for the lunch sponsors as well.
He's a big boy. Big boy.
Yep, sure enough he is. And next up to the stage is another big boy, along with his mom, Nikki, perhaps. Don't know, not really sure. Let's bring to the branded stage Matt Burrell. Matt, how you doing tonight?
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a little bit louder, but yes.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now? Is that better?
A little better, as we say.
My speaker's terrible. This is my mom, Nikki, right here.
Hi, Nikki. Welcome
Hi.
to Branded. Guns up. All right.
Well, okay, so we're gonna hit you with the questions. We're gonna get you, Christmas traditions, Matt. What are you looking forward to, and what are you used to every year?
And we watch football. That's where me and my mom been a football fans forever. So we watch football, and we eat food. In our salutations. I haven't been home in a very, very long time. I've been on the road probably about 4 or 5 years now since I left college playing football. So it's my first time really being able to be home with her.
Oh, that's great. I know Mom's happy about that.
Very much. Glad.
Oh, good. Well, fantastic. Yeah. So, are you guys planning? Oh, I got to ask, what's the meal of the day on Christmas?
Corn pudding, mashed potatoes, collard greens, green beans, turkey, a little bit of ham, cornbread. Miss anything?
That's enough. Yeah, that's great. What a nice meal. Good. Well, what made you want to come to San Antonio?
Big on the professionalism. Quan, Guy, and DJ are like family to me. Those are my guys, and I've played with them in the UFL and the USFL. And just the experience that I've heard DJ have and Quan has had as well. And your pedigree as well, Coach, I would say, I just think that was the best fit for me getting back into things and really.
Lost you there at the end.
Fulfilling what I want to fulfill in football.
Okay, well, that's good reasons for sure, and we're lucky to have you. Any New Year's resolutions?
Stay healthy.
I like it. And that's not a resolution, that's an order. Stay healthy.
Is your mom
going
to be able to make it to any of the games?
So May 10th is May 11th is your birthday. So May 10th we play Tucson, and that's gonna be a big one. I'm excited about that one. May 10th.
We lost him for good there, I think.
No, I'm still hearing him. I'm still seeing him. He's saying May 10th in Tucson.
Probably.
For Tucson is what she's going to bring it down because it's Nikki's birthday.
Yes, sir.
You've still lost him? Yeah, I guess we've lost the audio.
I don't know. I can hear Ralph, but happy holidays and guns up.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas. This has been Matt Burrell and his mom, Nikki. And that one didn't get. Are you able to hear me, Coach? You're not able to hear me. Now. That was
I
strange.
can hear you now.
Huh.
I lost you for a good 20 seconds, 25 seconds. I was trying to get your attention, but you were staring down at something. Okay.
All right. Well, that was Matt Burrell. And let's see who else we have in the green room that qualifies. There was a name I was looking for, but I'm going to bring.
Hold on. Before you start that, Matt, I'm sorry I didn't hear you at the end. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas to you and your mom.
Mark Yamaguchi with, of course, the comment he can get away with this. Hey, Coach, it's true that the older you get, the earlier it gets late. I don't think that was Coach's fault at all. I think that's entirely.
I'll tell you whose fault it was.
It's mine. It's mine. I know whose fault it is.
If everyone out there knew our audio troubles that we have every week.
It seems like that. It definitely seems like
that.
It
doesn't seem like it. It really is that. Every week.
Well,
it wouldn't be a show, ladies and gentlemen, without a glitch.
Without the stuff going on in the background. And let's see here. I wanted to bring up Kevin Didio Weber. He turned off his camera, his mic. He's in the background because he is the next person that we can bring up that we don't know.
Just skip him over and go to the next.
All right. Well, the next up then in that case is going to be a man we know with his mom, his stepdad, little brother, sister, and maybe two dogs in the background. That is going to be Quan Stallworth. Quan Stallworth, welcome to Branded.
We knew this was going to happen. There he is. What's going on, Santa?
What's going on? There you go. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
What's going on?
So who do you got with you?
All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who do you have with you?
It doesn't sound like he's able to hear us, Coach.
What I got with me right now is my little brother, my stepdad, my little sister, and then my mother is right there. And the dogs are outside right now. They was doing a little too much.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. So
Merry Christmas.
There you go. So I think we have a little delay going on. So what we're asking everybody is Christmas traditions. Okay. So what all do you guys do as a family every year, a tradition that you guys have?
One of our traditions that we like to do is we like to have or assign roles for the cooking. So my little sister might cut up the yams. My mama would probably do like the greens work. I'll cut up the cheese. And so like everybody pretty much just got an assignment. And you know, when the food come together, then it's all made with love. Everybody put their effort in, their portion in.
Oh, that's nice. I love that. I love that. So aside from the food, anything else you guys do at Christmas time during the holiday season?
We also make cookies for Santa Claus. But aside from that, that's probably about it. Oh, we watch movies too together. All together.
Oh yeah. Are you guys okay? When you say you watch movies, are you the family that watches the Hallmark Channel, or are you the family that watches like Netflix?
We're gonna watch Netflix. We're gonna watch Netflix for sure.
Yeah. So one of my favorite Christmas movies is Die Hard. So that'll tell you something.
Oh.
Right.
Sure.
All right.
Bruce
Well,
Willis.
good. So the other question I had is for New Year's resolutions. Any resolutions that you have this year that you want to share with everybody?
I think my main thing is just being as consistent as I can be on a daily basis. So just day by day, like literally just day by day. Like don't think about next week, don't think about next month, day by day. And to really just have that mindset every day.
I love that. So it's win the day, right? Because at the end of the day, you either won the day or you lost the day. There's really no in between.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's a great way of having it. So we loved having you. We're gonna love having you back, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell everybody why you like San Antonio, why you like the Gunslingers, and that you made the choice to come back to us?
For one, it's just it's a family atmosphere out there in San Antonio. The owner Don, he does an amazing job of presenting everything as best as possible, treating us as like real professionals. The love out there is crazy, and then like the guys that's on the team, like everyone got the same mindset. Like we don't really got too many if any individuals. Like everybody's coming in there with the same mindset. Everybody's ready to work. Like we got the grittiness. Like everybody understand what time it is, and everybody be ready to work. It's a championship tradition what we building. So everybody there has the same mindset for it. So just ready to get it going.
Well, I agree, 100%, 100%. Well, listen, we're gonna let you guys go. It's getting late, but I wanted to tell everybody, God bless you, Merry Christmas. We're gonna see you in San Antonio, family. I'm sure we are, right? For a game. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
guns up, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. Take care, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love it.
Fantastic. Yeah, love it. Love Quan Stallworth, returning offensive lineman, as you said, and the whole family there. They know it, Coach. They're looking forward to it.
I think so. you know, this is one of those years in the beginning where you start feeling it, you know, and I've already started feeling it, and I think they've started feeling it, and we're comfortable now. You know, we're comfortable in our own skin and how we are, and now we can just play football. You know, no more yips. So,
Yep.
Are we doing anybody else before the half?
Yep, we've got one more, and this is a familiar face in that we already had Kevin Didio Weber on for part of a show a few episodes back, and of course, because he was with West Texas, he was infamous here in San Antonio for quite some time. We bring back to Branded Kevin Didio Weber and his wife Caitlin, who recently was featured on Facebook as an interior designer. I wish we could see more of the house, or is it true that what you design is for the clients and what's at home we don't talk about?
That's a good question. Right now we are in an apartment, so I would definitely agree with that. So that, but I love what I do, and I'm grateful to be here.
Oh, that's great. Have you ever seen a landscaper's house?
Yes.
They have the tallest grass, weeds everywhere. The shrubs are, yeah. No,
Look, mother and father, you know, you're so busy doing everything for everyone else that
right.
you forget to water your own grass.
Yeah, that's my excuse for working out. So yeah,
Yeah.
So we were talking to everybody, Kevin, and we were talking about Christmas traditions. Now, how long have you two been together?
Well, we've been together now 3 years and some change. Late September was our 3-year anniversary, so we've kind of combined our sort of Christmas traditions because my wife is Italian and I'm German. So we kind of took the very European side of Christmas by storm. So I mean, in terms of traditions,
us too.
Her family likes to do like Feast of the Seven Fishes, where it's the grand meal. You have every different type of, you know, food you could ever dream of. And believe me when I say she gets the cooking part from her family. And it's
awesome.
A huge feast. It's beautiful. And, you know, everybody gets to sit down, talk to each other, reminisce, catch up. So that's kind of what we do up in New York. And then from my German side, we do something a little bit different. It's known as Linsen and Spatzen. It's basically a lentil soup with some little bread, like little bread circles in it. It's a very German traditional thing that you usually have after your meal. And then we turn off all the lights in the house and we sit in front of the tree and we listen to O Tannenbaum, O Christmas Tree. Just the instrumental, no words or anything. And with all the lights off in the house and just the Christmas tree, it gives you a nice warm glow, and it really, you know, makes you feel of what you're thankful for in life, and, you know, just happy to be with the people you are. So it's a great way to really bring in Christmas.
That is a great way.
What about the Glühwein and Lebkuchen?
Glühwein
and Stollen.
Oh,
there was no mention of the Stollen at all.
You're really picking up on your German tradition. I love it.
No, he's married to a German.
Oh,
don't let him fool you. Yes.
Well, there better be Glühwein in San Antonio.
Yes. There is, and we got the last box from the commissary, the big tin of Lebkuchen.
Okay, so you guys can have that.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with his wife eating.
Yes.
Okay. Mediterranean, delicious, great food. You can have your lentil soup. We're eating the 7 fishes. We're good. See ya. Okay. So anyway, listen, all kidding aside, so food is a big part of the holiday for everybody, right? Sitting in front of the tree, Miss Susan and I do that after we get all the stuff done and snow's falling, shut the lights, just sit by the tree, by the window, watching the snowfall. It's beautiful. I totally get that. What about New Year's? You guys got any New Year's resolutions you want to share this year?
So New Year's resolutions, I have a couple. It's hard for me to just pick one. But first of all, I want to be the best man every year, get better and better I can being my husband for my marriage. Because my wife is an extraordinary young woman. And the key to every happy marriage is to constantly be working on yourself. No marriage is perfect from the start. It takes change, it takes compromise, it takes growth. And so if I can grow every year in my marriage, then I don't see it failing anytime soon. It just gets stronger and better. Secondly, I want to be the best possible kicker that I can be and really bring something special to San Antonio and just continue to make waves around the league, around the IFL, and just really bring a good, solid base for special teams. Because I know you, Manas, you got a lot that you're planning for us to do and make special teams really special this year in San Antonio. So I'm working hard, working out, kicking, and making sure that when I get there at camp, we're top form and ready to hit.
Yeah, that's great, because it's crazy that you and I had the exact same resolutions. One is my wife is always working on making me a better man. My wife is always working on making me a better man. You didn't get the humor in that.
Oh, I
Actually,
definitely did.
yeah, I actually walk around with scaffolding around me. I'm the one that's always getting work done. And the second thing is I do want you to be the best kicker you can be. So we have the same resolutions. It's beautiful. No, I don't want to add humor to it, but it's beautiful to see a young couple like yourselves, so well grounded, so much in love, you can tell, and that you guys, you guys have great things ahead of you. And I can tell you, if you keep on the same roads that you are and the way you talk about each other and look at each other, you're going to have a long, beautiful marriage, and that's great. And I pray for that for you guys. I do. So we got the resolutions. The last question I wanted to ask, because everyone wants to know, you could go anywhere you wanted to go. Why'd you come to San Antonio?
Well, it's funny. My wife and I, we were kind of talking about this a little bit, and we watched a lot of the games last year. Of course, when I was in the NAL, and playing, I was really watching the IFL because that's the league you want to be in, especially when exposure and good stuff going. So I was watching San Antonio, and so many of the games were so close. Well, as we all know, special teams is a huge part in the IFL, and so with a lot of those close games, you never really know how much special teams can tip the scales in your favor. And I mean, that just made it really easy, really evident that, I have experience in Texas. I know the weather. I know, a good general location of how San Antonio is. Kicked in there plenty of times with West Texas. And so I just knew that that would be a good place to really move forward with the legacy and really help San Antonio get over the top and really be a force to reckon with this year in the league.
Yeah, we are. I know Kevin and I have talked, and it's our goal to make our special teams number one in the league next year, and we're going to work real hard to achieve that. But anyway, guys, wanted to say thank you. Merry Christmas. God bless you both. Wish you nothing but a safe and happy holiday, okay?
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Guns up.
Guns up.
There you go.
Kevin Didio Weber and his wife Caitlin, and that'll do it for our second quarter. Any comments before we send it over to halftime, Coach?
I don't think so. I just I'm giddy right now, man. It just one is I'm getting anxious for camp, and two is I want these kids to have just a beautiful, blessed, safe holiday. I really do.
And I hope the fans are getting excited, and I hope you are getting excited as fans. And if you haven't come over the line yet, pick up the phone and get your season tickets in now, because if you can tell by how Coach feels about these players, how the players feel about Coach and the team, this is a wonderful, wonderful time to get in, because as Coach said earlier, we believe this is going to be a very, very special season.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the second quarter. We'll be right back with more Branded, brought to you by South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital.
We all need hot water. Some of us need more than others. So it's a good thing that State has a wide range of tough commercial-grade water heaters for your home. From standard models to high efficiency and tankless models, we've got you covered. no matter where you live, what you do, or who started it. To install a State water heater in your home,
Call John Wayne today or visit us at johnwayne.com.
Hey San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matanga's near you.
Welcome to South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital, an outpatient center. Step into our operating rooms, where highly skilled surgeons work hand in hand with specialized technicians. Our dedicated team has extensive experience and expertise in spine and surgical procedures. Our commitment to patient safety is unwavering. We understand that your well-being is at the heart of everything we do. South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital, an outpatient center where expertise, longevity, and state-of-the-art technology come together for your health.
Hey, this is your buddy Santa here. Now, actually, I'm Coach Tom Manost, head coach and general manager of the San Antonio Gunslingers. And come Christmas time, it sure does get tough figuring out what everybody wants. But I'll tell you one thing. Ladies, husband doesn't want another tie this year. What he wants is this. And guys, I'll tell you something else. Going shopping on the 24th at the local drugstore to get that perfect gift isn't exactly the right thing. How about giving her some of this? And hey, let's not forget the kids and the grandkids. How about we give them 8 memories with you and your entire family? That's right, 8 home games. All you gotta do is call the number below and we'll make sure we give you a great deal on some season tickets, and if not, one of our other packages. We wanna see you this year. God bless everybody and Merry Christmas.
And welcome back to Branded as we get set to start our third quarter. And waiting in the green room next up for the show is none other than the big man himself, Mikhail Harvey, his wife, his mom, Natalia, and I believe his little sister is with him tonight. If we can get we need to get a little better framed here. It's surprising. Y'all are perfectly framed in the preview, but it's only a little sliver of a screen. Maybe
we'll get you. There you go. How you guys doing? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
So, you know you're my guy.
Yes, sir.
I gotta ask you, Christmas traditions. What do you guys have planned this Christmas?
So every year, my mom cooks breakfast, and then other than that, we just me and my sister pick what we're gonna eat, but I leave it up to my sister. So either seafood, steak, pasta, whatever it is, I'm eating it. My mama good.
I know you ain't going hungry. Mr. 3XL. No, I know you ain't going hungry.
So I can really fit into a 1X.
Yeah, but come on. I'm just saying. All right. No, I'm glad. And you're just coming off getting your shoulder fixed, right?
Yes, sir.
And we got all cleared. Everything's good to go. Anxious to get back at it, I'm sure. You're training now too?
Yes, sir.
Good. So aside from the food and the breakfast and all that, do you guys have any other things you do over the holidays in general besides shop?
No, I think about it.
Take it low key?
Yeah, we just go to everybody's house and pick up gifts.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So we got to ask, because we asked everybody, New Year's resolutions. Anybody?
not resolution. So instead of what we do, we started doing like a vision board. So like the night before Christmas is we sit around, we'll play games, we'll talk, and laugh and just do a vision board for the new year coming. So not New Year's resolution, but just work on a vision board, what we want personally, and then what we want as a family, what we want to look for 2025. Well,
I love that. So kind of have a, put it out there in the universe, right? That's something that you want to have happen. And that's great. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we could all use that. That's for sure. That's a nice way of doing it. So, all right. Everyone asks, how did we get you to resign? Okay. You can go anywhere you want to go. Why come back to San Antonio?
For one, you're a great coach and you put a great staff together. I like playing under Coach Fuller, having Coach Johnson, been around those guys. And then the atmosphere in San Antonio is great. Love it.
Yeah. It's very family for sure, right?
Yes,
so, I mean, and as a mom, you got to love that, right?
Yep, I did. I see the family. Then when we got to come to the last game, that was like real amazing.
Yeah, it's and we've tried to create that because we know it's hard, for moms, dads, wives, girlfriends to be away from their guys for 5 months out of the year, 4.5 months out of the year. And so we only have each other. So we got to treat each other like family. And we'll take care of them, I promise. You got my word on that. For sure. So anything you guys want to say to Gunslinger Nation as the returning starting center for us again? Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
We got one mission is bring home a championship.
Yeah, they get mad at me every time I say it, but I'm glad you're saying it. Yeah, believe me, I got a chip on my shoulder the size of a refrigerator this year. I can't wait for camp to start and for us to get going. I think you're right. I think we're all driven and focused this year on what we want to do. So put that on your vision board, please, Mama.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, great. Thanks, guys. God bless you. Love you. Merry Christmas and have a safe holiday. Guns up, everybody. There you go.
All right. Had to put myself aside for just a moment.
Hey, I wanted to bring up something before we bring the next guest on. I was going through this thing and someone, I forget who it was, they asked me if I watched the new Aaron Rodgers documentary on Netflix. Yes, I have.
That was Chris Weiss. Yep.
Yeah, I actually did. I watched the 3 episodes that it is. And, man, every time I want to hate him, I kind of like him. And then every time I like him, I want to hate him. We have a lot in common. It's one of those things where what a great documentary, though. I mean, that was pretty detailed. It was. Did you have any idea that he was asked to be the vice president?
No.
By Kennedy. If Kennedy was going to run as an independent, he was going to have Aaron Rodgers as his VP. That's when I moved to Canada. No, but it's just crazy how that was. It's just it was really detailed. It was so yes, I watched it. I recommend everybody watch it. It was a good football fix for this time of year for sure. Okay, who do we got next?
Well, before we bring on our next guest, Ronald Collier wanted to give a shout out to his son Austin and his brother. They both got their master's degree. We saw that on Facebook.
I posted that. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah,
I don't think people realize he did that during the season, playing and recovering from an injury. And going through rehab. And Ronald, I'm very proud of your son for sure. He did. He was spectacular. Looking forward to having him back this year, and I'm sure he's got the same chip on his shoulder I got. So, looking for great things.
All right, and our last guest for the third quarter is none other than DJ Myers and his girlfriend Sabina. Welcome back to Branded, DJ.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
What's going on,
Coach? Ralph?
Howdy. Good evening.
Well, buddy, great to see you guys. So we're doing this thing. We're talking about tradition. We're talking about either their new traditions as a young couple or maybe their older traditions that you guys want to continue on. What are some of your family traditions that you guys plan on this holiday?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So usually I go home because obviously, I'm from Virginia, but I've been living here in Texas and we're here with her family this year. So I'm going to let her share.
Wait a minute. Does Tina know this?
Yeah, she does. And I had to sign off months in advance, but she does. She knows.
Here's I love your mom, but I feel so bad for Guy.
Why is that?
Because he's gonna get it. He's gonna get all of it. He's gonna get all of it. He's my favorite because he's here and he is.
Coach, you gotta be ready for it.
You're in so much
trouble. We recruited him.
No, I'm just teasing. No, it's, you know what? It's every guy will tell you once you have that special person in your life, that gal, all of a sudden those holidays start going that way.
Right. Well, we have to split. So, I went home for Thanksgiving this year and I'm going to this is my second time. We've been together pushing 4.5 years now. So each year we kind of swap the holidays so we can, because family is important to both of us. We're both very family oriented. So, I went home for Thanksgiving. She unfortunately was working that day, so she couldn't come because she's a cardiac ICU nurse. So she works cuckoo hours all over the place. And so this year we're going to celebrate Christmas with her family. And she has some neat traditions that I'm going to be in this year.
Tell us about it.
Both of my parents are German also, and so we celebrate Christmas Eve. So we do everything Christmas Eve. So we'll open all our gifts and everything. So that'll be new to him. He always does Christmas Day. And so we're switching it up a little bit and then just having a good dinner Christmas Eve and hanging out with family. And then the day we kind of just hang out, play games, have some good drinks and have a good time. So
yeah, awesome. There's going to be football on this Christmas too.
Yeah. 3 games. Can't beat that.
So, hey, no, proper planning. Yeah, no, that sounds fun. And so your folks are in what town?
They're in Austin. We all are.
They're in Austin too.
We're all in Austin. Yeah.
Okay, good. So that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be great. And then what do you guys do? Do you have any plans for New Year's or do you have any New Year's resolutions or anything that
Well, I have to work New Year's Eve and day, but
yeah, that's the thing about the hospital. Sometimes you can't if you have to work on a holiday, there's no taking off because they just don't play that. But I think for New Year's resolution this year, I think for me personally, and I think for us too in our relationship, is just getting closer to God, getting closer to Jesus and growing in our faith. And just doing that together, continuing to do that together. It's very important for me as an individual. I know it's important for her too. And we're working on that together and becoming stronger in our faith and in our relationship with God. So that's our New Year's resolution. That's my New Year's resolution. I think she can agree on that. That's the biggest thing. And that's number one for us.
Good. No, that's where everything is, man. It's all there. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. Right. So, no, that's special. So, we've been asking the guys too. DJ, you're another one. You could go anywhere you want to go. Why San Antonio?
For me, it's why I'm coming back, because obviously where I signed originally was different. We talked about this last year, but why I'm coming back is just the family feel. Just the family feel of it all, the professionalism of it all, the way that the ownership takes care of us, the coaching staff takes care of us. I've played on higher levels. So for me, I'm a very structured individual, period. So I need that in a professional sports environment. I've played on teams where things are all over the place, practicing in high school baseball fields, practicing at parks, doing this, I've done that. And was still able to thrive in that, but it is chaos in my head. I mean, I like the structure. I like the organization. I just like everything about how we do things in San Antonio. To put that in perspective, going into my 6th year as a pro, I've never played for the same team twice. That's not because nobody ever wanted to resign me or anything like that. It's just because I was always just looking for the right fit. And I feel like last year I found it, and there wasn't even an open discussion for me to play anywhere else this offseason. If I was playing football, I was going to be in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's great to hear. We talk about that. We don't have NFL money, but we're going to give you a professional football experience. And, you know, as long as I'm coach, you're going to get it. And because you guys deserve it, you know, what you do and how you do it. And it's important that you get treated that way. And it's not just the fluff stuff. It's just having a great practice facility, having, you know, a great training room. It's having a good weight room. It's having all those things are important. You know, it's not just all the fun stuff. It's the hard-nosed stuff too, to make sure you're happy. Well, great. I mean, first of all, you got to say hi to Tina for me.
Okay? You know she's watching, Coach. You know she's watching. You know she's on.
I love her to death, and I want to make sure that that she has a great holiday. I know she's going to miss you, but I'm sure she's very, very happy for you too. And so, do you want to say anything to anybody before we go?
We're just so excited for this next football season, and we're done licking our wounds from last year. We learned our lessons. Everybody has expectations and high standards coming into this year, and we have to do what we say we're going to do. We have to be about what we say we're about, and you know you're going to get that out of me. I'm going to come in and give everything I can to this organization on and off the field, and just do our very best to deliver a championship to this organization that so much deserves it.
Likewise, I agree 100%. Well, guys, have a blessed Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, love y'all.
Love you.
Bye, love
Guns
you.
up.
Guns up.
All right. And that'll do it for our third quarter, barring any comments from Coach. Man, what a great show. I'm glad.
No, it's just nice. I hope everyone appreciates the fact that what you have, because there's not a lot of places, you know, you heard DJ say it, and, you know, I've had conversations with DJ about in the UFL and the USFL and all that, and he goes, this is better. You know, it's the way we do things and how we do things. And I just hope people appreciate that. And for you athletes out there that aspire to play for us, if not this year, down the road, we want to continue this on. You know, we want to make this is a legacy team. This year's a legacy team. This team's going to be the first brick on that wall, and they're going to create it. I really believe that with all my heart, and that has nothing to do with the record. Nothing to do with the record. It has everything to do with the stuff that creates the record. But very excited. Okay, Ralph, let's get out of this third quarter.
All right, we'll be back with the fourth quarter of Branded, brought to you by South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital.
Quality. Here at John Wayne, it's not just a word, it's our foundation. From the people we employ, to the service that's provided, to the equipment that we design and install, quality matters. For nearly 20 years, providing quality Texas comfort to the San Antonio area communities has been our highest priority. For quality you can count on, call John Wayne today.
John Wayne Service Company is a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Gunslingers.
what can I say? Comes with the job. 1 minute I'm making a one-hand catch on the sideline. Next minute it's lights out and I'm on the sideline. And that's why I like Complete Care, because they're fast, just like me. They have ultrasound, CAT scan, X-ray, and even on-site lab. So if you get sidelined, know where to go. Complete Care, official sponsor of the San Antonio Gunslinger.
Hey dancers, become a San Antonio six-shooter. Tryouts are coming up and now is your chance to be part of something uniquely special. The Six Shooters are the dance team for the San Antonio Gunslingers, San Antonio's indoor football team. From game day to community experiences, being on the Six Shooters is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Build relationships that will last a lifetime and are life-changing. Go to SanAntonioGunslingers.com today for tryout information and to learn more about the San Antonio Six Shooters.
And welcome back to Branded for our fourth quarter. As we look to wrap this one out, wanted to mention once again, great time. If you like what you're seeing about the players and the coaches and the feel and the family that you're going to experience with the Gunslingers, go ahead and call the number on the screen, talk to Jonathan Bain, and get yourself set up with season tickets. 8-game packages come with 2 flex tickets. You can invite friends, and you'll have something to talk about. Maybe they'll become season ticket holders. You can help us out by doing just that. And also this year we're offering Guns Bucks as a credit towards merchandise with every season ticket sold, whether you're doing that on an installment plan or paying all the way up front. If you pay up front, you get twice as many gun bucks. So that's the number on the screen. Talk to Jonathan Bain and get signed up for season tickets. And now back to your regularly scheduled coach.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's important stuff. Matter of fact, don't forget, now once the season starts, we're going to have what's called the giveaway of the coaches' tickets every week, too, for the home games. So we'll figure out some corny thing to do to have a little contest. You can win the coaches' tickets, and they're great seats, by the way. They're really good. I want to hit the question Dave Williams.
This is the first time we've had a question asked before the show even began. Dave's comment came up in Facebook before we were even ready, and I forwarded it on to Coach. So, one more time, if you get the chance, please review, again, the veteran rule and let us know how many vets you expect to bring into camp. Thank you, and Merry Christmas. May 2025 bring you and your families good health and happiness and a trophy. No, he didn't say the last part, but yes, that's what we're hoping for, Dave.
He means it, though.
Yes, he does.
Dave's a good guy. He is like he is into his football, man. So here's the thing. Let's see if I can do this for the last time. The IFL rules state that once you hit veteran status, which is either you played 4 or more years, or this would be your 4th or more years, going into the IFL or any indoor football league, you're classified as a veteran. With that, also, there's an age deal that if you're older, well, I guess if you're 28 prior to the season beginning, then that puts you automatically in the vet status. I am still, Mr. Commissioner, if you're listening, coaches, owners from other teams, we really need to abolish that vet rule. It's antiquated. It really is. We have a salary cap, so it doesn't affect payroll. We have, it costs just as much to house a 29-year-old as it costs to house a 21-year-old. If we truly want to be the best indoor football league in the world, then let's have the best indoor football players in the world and not lose them to other leagues because of their age or their experience. That should be rewarded, not kicked to the curb. Anyway, that's my preaching. So every team is allowed 7 on your active roster, your 25-man roster. We probably have, I'd have to look to be honest with you, but I think I'm probably like at 13, 14, maybe more, maybe less by 1 or 2. They mean nothing now. We don't know. I always say you never know anything until after that first week of camp. So one is you don't know who's going to make the team based on skill. 2 is you don't know if something comes up between now and camp. I had to talk with a veteran player, and I don't feel warm and fuzzy that they're coming because they're dealing with some family health issues. So I don't know. So what do I go out and do? I sign another vet that, or I signed another player that just happened to be a vet just in case, right? You can't worry about the vet rule until it's time to worry about the vet rule, if that makes sense, in my opinion. Okay, my humble opinion is I just think what you have to do is when I recruit first based on character. And that's after interview process. And then the second thing I do is I go through their film study. I go through film study about the young man. I go through the teams he's gone through. My son, Phil, who's on our staff, goes through stats, goes through anything, does a background check on guys to see if they've had anything nefarious that might pop up and cause a problem. Minor stuff, I think I can make them be just fine with me. But if there's something out of my control, I want to know about it. So it tends to be that the real exceptional athletes are in their second, third, or their vet status. First year guys are still getting used to the indoor game. They just came off a big field in college, right? So you don't have them very long if you worry about the vet rule. When the season starts, you can have 7. But let's say you have a vet that sprains an ankle and he moves down to IR for 2 weeks. I can actually sign another vet to come in and replace that player while keeping that vet on, which would technically give me 8 vets, but only 25 are on the active roster. So it's a shuffling game. It's a shuffling game. You want the best players, whether they played 1 year or 5 years or 7 years or whatever it is. I mean, you think about it, guys like DJ Myers and Murray and those guys, vets. Kali Rashad, vet. You almost, you got to think about, okay, I want to keep these guys. So I got to get young guys over here. I'm not going out getting the best guys. I'm getting guys that fit the rules of the league. They may not be the best player compared to another vet that I could have signed, but you have to put them in. And it's tiresome hearing some people say, well, coach them better. I can coach you. And I think I'm a pretty good coach, but I don't get an opportunity to tackle. I don't get an opportunity to block, throw a pass, catch a ball, break up a ball, kick the ball. That comes down to the athlete. And I don't like the revolving door. I like to get my dream, like I had before and was very successful, is I had a team, and that team I carried all the way through from camp to the championship. I didn't shuffle in guys and doing trades and doing acquisitions and cutting this guy to bring in that guy and do all that. But you have to sometimes, and I respect that. And there's some great coaches in this league that have mastered that. I'd like to think I can make you a good enough football player to win football games if I brought you here. The rest is up to you, And this year, there's literally not one guy who has a job coming into camp. Nobody. That goes for coaches, players, everybody. It's going to be an earned opportunity. You know, I don't mind taking the bullet. First one through the door always gets bloody. I don't mind that. I'm old and wiser than some, and I know that's part of the job. But in the same breath, they brought me here to win. And so I'm going to put together a team that wins. So if you want to be here and be a part of that, you better come in not only with a great attitude, but understanding that the expectations this year are high. So,
if I may be permitted an opinion, Coach,
please,
about the veteran rule. If the reason for the veteran rule is we are a developmental league, who are we developing for? Because I believe that the IFL is the premier league of all indoor sports. Everyone else is developmental to us in indoor football.
But they don't look at it that way, Ralph. They look at developmental meaning, oh, I got a guy in the UFL, or I got a guy in the CFL, or I got a guy in the NFL. We don't develop squat. Players have the ability to either play at a higher level, or they've gotten the opportunity to go play at a higher level. If you come in and you exude that kind of talent, not only will I help you to fulfill your dreams, they'll find you. I told you guys this before. I just had this conversation with the player 2 days ago. Yeah, you have the ability to play in the NFL and the CFL. Right now, you're sitting on a couch waiting for the phone to ring. How about you get your skill set up and keep it sharp and keep doing what you do and developing and being great, whether it's indoor, outdoor, whatever, and then come in and play. And if that opportunity arises, what's my slogan? I will help you pack if you get a better opportunity. But not all these opportunities are better. They're really not. They're, you're going to go from the penthouse to the outhouse quick. You get brought in. Oh, yeah, I'm getting invited to. I've got a kid right now calling me who left us last year to go to another team. And he left us after 3 or 4 games and left us to go to another team. And he is literally, I want to come play for you. We can win a ring together. We can this. And my thing is, how do I trust you to stay here? Because if I bring you on, I'm going to have to let someone go. And he may not be as good as you are today, but I hope I can make him as good as you are by the time we get to, we're playing games. It's just hard to do. And why is he coming back to us? Because it's not what was promised. It's not as good as he thought it would be. If you guys want to do a documentary, do a documentary on DJ and what he went through.
He's been everywhere, and
what he went through, and how you're
Practice
treated.
in a park.
Yeah, how you're treated and how, you're told one thing, but it's really another thing. A lot of those developmental leagues and the UFL is a developmental league. Okay. But a lot of those leagues, those coaches really don't give a rat's ass about you. They're just trying to get back to the NFL, or they're just trying to get a better job for themselves. Their whole mission is not necessarily, gee, I hope I can help this kid really get into this and do that. I'm not there's nothing wrong with that. We all have dreams and aspirations, but just be careful. That's all I'm saying is just be careful. If you can build a great life in indoor football, you can build a great life in indoor football, and your opportunity to make the Hall of Fame in the IFL is a hell of a lot easier than it is trying to have that dream in the NFL. I'm not saying don't take that dream away in the NFL, but there's going to come a point in your career where you're going to have to be realistic too and figure out what it is you want to do in life.
I do have two other, a comment and a question, and I think they're related to what we're talking about with the veteran route. Mari Maguchi says, we need to keep our veterans. Absolutely and true. And related to that, if we're allowed to keep our veterans, they become local heroes and they become a part of the brand, as you said, having the professional experience right here. Chris Weiss says, Coach, how do you think, or when do you think NIL will affect the Indoor Football League? And I'm thinking, when we get rid of the veteran rule and we have these superstars that we can get a name, image, and likeness deal.
Well, you know, that's the other thing is that I tell these kids all the time this. When you're in town and you're not eating a team meal or something, or you're going to a restaurant, take a picture, find the general manager, take a picture with them, tell them, give props to it, put it on your social media. If you go to a clothing store and you find a really nice, like this vest I'm wearing, you know, the guy who made it for me, you know, make sure you wear it, take pictures of it, make sure it's out there. You got things that, you know, you want to do. Create your own brand. Create a brand for yourself. And then all of a sudden doors start opening up like crazy. I have sponsors right now on our football team that Jen, you know, God love her, she'll sit there and say to me, okay, I need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy for these companies. They want these guys to shoot commercials. They want these guys to do this. They want these guys to do that. Do them. Don't be lazy. You know, don't be lazy in promoting yourself. It doesn't mean you're taking anything away from the team. It doesn't mean that you're, you know, not all about the team. Yeah, you're all about the team. But hell, I've done commercials that, you know, if you look at now I'm not on this level, but you look at the Mahomes, the Andy Reids, all those, the Sabins, all them, when they do their commercials, they're not wearing Alabama gear or Kansas City Chiefs gear. They're wearing a red T-shirt or they're wearing something, and that has nothing to do with their teams. It has to do with them creating their brand and being successful at it. And I applaud it. I used to do car commercials. I've done car commercials. I've done, you know, everything from a hardware store to, you know, like I said, a guy who owned like 5 or 6 Ford dealerships. And yeah, they're great because one is you get something for you and your family. And then 2 is, you know, you're helping your brand, you know? So I'm all about it. I'm all about it. And yeah, being a veteran does help because you're embedded in the community. I tell this all the time that there was a guy in Green Bay, and this is prior to the veteran rule, and he'd played for them for like 12, 15 years and ended up moving there, opening a gym up because he had a great name, got elected to the Hall of Fame, started his family there. I don't think he's bought a dinner or a drink ever in town. And that's indoor football. So, like I said, I'm all about these guys getting better treatment and getting as much as they can out of their football experience because they are giving up their bodies and they're giving up time away from home and they're following the dream. And, you know, that doesn't mean following your dream has to be agonizing.
So. Well, to close this one out, this has been a heck of a show. A guy who knows everything that you have just talked about there from all sides of it. Jonathan Bain is the guy to call to get your tickets because, boy, he knows everything that you just said. The number is on the screen. He's a case in point.
Well, there's a guy who spent 10 years in indoor football. And if you've never met Jonathan, and I hope you call him and meet him while you're buying your tickets, who is so genuine and so just a good man. And I had the opportunity to coach him, and we built a relationship. And even when we were foes, there was always a mutual respect. And I made a promise to him when we parted. I said, when you're ready to give up playing, you always have a job with me. And I keep my promises. And, he retired after last season, and he hit me up. And I went to Don and James and said, we got to find a way to get this guy on staff. And we were able to do that. And he moved to San Antonio, and he's a part of this. And so he's going to have a long, long coaching career. He will, so.
All right. Well, if nothing else, Coach, we'll call this one a win, and a big win it was, and be back to wrap this up in just a bit. You are watching Branded, brought to you by South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital, a tradition of excellence and a legacy of caring. We'll be right back.
Don Rackler here with John Wayne Service Company. We need your help to select a John Wayne Player of the Year. And now you can nominate any player of the game and Player of the Week winner. Just go to johnwayne.com and fill out the nomination form today. And from those nominations, one player will become the John Wayne Player of the Year and will win this amazing Player of the Year helmet. Plus, with every nomination, you're automatically entered to win the John Wayne Fan of the Year home makeover. Don't wait, the play clock is running. Head over to johnwayne.com right now and nominate your Player of the Year.
Hey San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matanga's near you.
All right, team, huddle up. Just like in surgery, we need precision and teamwork. Trust me, just like on the field, if we stick to the playbook, we'll achieve excellence.
Coach, are you sure about this?
We've trained for this. We're experts. The San Antonio Gunslingers and South Texas Spine and Surgical Hospital and Outpatient Center, where precision meets performance.
Hey, this is your buddy Santa here. Now, actually, I'm Coach Tom Manost, head coach and general manager of the San Antonio Gunslingers. And come Christmas time, it sure does get tough figuring out what everybody wants. But I'll tell you one thing. Ladies, husband doesn't want another tie this year. What he wants is this. And guys, I'll tell you something else. Going shopping on the 24th at the local drugstore to get that perfect gift isn't exactly the right thing. How about giving her some of this? And hey, let's not forget the kids and the grandkids. How about we give them 8 memories with you and your entire family? That's right, 8 home games. All you gotta do is call the number below and we'll make sure we give you a great deal on some season tickets, and if not, one of our other packages. We wanna see you this year. God bless everybody and Merry Christmas.
And welcome back to the final segment here as we wrap our show up for December 18th. Make sure you've liked and subscribed before you go. And now it's time for that special time of the evening. And Coach's greetings and perhaps final thoughts on, wow, what a show we had tonight.
Well, first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to you, Ralph, and your beautiful
Merry
bride,
Christmas, Coach.
your family. I appreciate you very much, and love you like a brother. I do, and appreciate all you do. You do a ton for us, and I wanted to say thank you. I guess it's about being grateful for what you have and not what you don't have. And I feel very blessed with the ownership that we have, Don and James and Miss Pam and Miss Stephanie and the whole crew. I just love them to death, and I'm so very grateful to be around them and have the opportunity to coach here. That's a big part of it. I know Miss Susan and I, we say our prayers every night and give thanks for that. And it's all of you are very special in our lives. Then it goes to the players. I mean, I'm blessed to have these young men trust me and their families to trust me with their careers. And, it doesn't always work out the way you want it to, but we're still tight and we're still together. And, you can quit on teams, you can't quit on family, and we're a family. So with that, I'm very grateful to all the players and everybody in the organization. No, the show itself, I mean, it just, I just love seeing these guys and talking and hearing, and can't wait to get some of that food cooked up in San Antonio this year. And it'll be just great to see all the same people we saw on camera in the stands and hug it out before and after the games. That's a big part of this too. So, and then to our fans that have been so loyal, because we won't be on until the 8th, right?
Right.
So, January 8th. So we couldn't have this without you. We couldn't have a football team without you. We couldn't have this show without you. The commissioner to take time to do a spot, Miss Angie doing her thing with us, and all the support and love, and all of our sponsors and people around us. Just so very grateful. And I wish everybody the merriest of Christmases and a very, very happy New Year. And I pray you all have a safe and joyful holiday, but don't ever forget why we're celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Okay. So with that, I'll just say a simple good night to my girls and my little man. Miss Susan's in the other room, so I got her covered tonight. Eli, Liliana, and Mila, this is my last good night from 2024 on this show. Who loves you?
This has been Branded for December 18th, 2024. And as always, folks, keep your guns up. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you again.